He came here on a student visa. He's paid by a terrorist organization that beheads babies.
What evidence do you have of
beheads babies.
Wait.
I have evidence.
So I'm sorry, just to be clear, you're alleging that he's paid by
He's a
who?
paid protester.
By who?
Well, I didn't ask my intelligence division exactly who paid for him, but
What's
he's
the
being
evidence?
paid by. He's being
That's
paid.
a pretty explosive allegation. Who is he being paid by?
Yeah, who is he being paid by? And who are we talking about? We're talking about Mahmoud Khalil, who is the graduate student from Columbia, Palestinian.
All right, guys, don't go anywhere. Stay here. Don't run off, okay? Because sometimes people will see these clips and think one thing, and they'll be like, oh, she's, I don't want to hear about this or whatever. We need to talk about this, okay? And Anna was slamming CNN for how they're covering this, how most of mainstream media is covering this, how most people are talking about this. And so why don't we continue to listen to a little bit of what she's saying about this and go from there, okay? Because this situation, my thing about this is you don't have to like the person who's in the situation, but understand that it is coming for you too one day.
Protester who led some of the protests that took place on that campus. The Trump administration decided to arrest him. And despite the fact that he has a green card, which would require a judge to weigh in to adjudicate whether or not that green card should be revoked, the Trump administration announced that they would be revoking his green card unilaterally. But is that even allowed? We're going to get back to that question in just a minute. But first, I want to just hear more from Nassau County Executive Bruce Blakeman, who has the audacity to accuse someone of being funded by terrorist groups without providing a damn shred of evidence. And
So here's the thing. Nobody is going to talk about this the way I'm going to talk about it, right? And I'll, let some of the facts flow out from Anna. We'll check and see that how she's talking about this. And then we'll go from there. And I will give you my assessment to this situation because we need to have the real discussions. We do. Okay. Enough of the, eating around the edges of the conversations. We need to have the real discussions. We are Americans and we deserve to have inconvenient truth. And that's what I talk about on this channel here. By the way, thank you to everybody who is watching. Please don't forget to hit the like and subscribe button and the notification bell. It really helps me out a ton. I'm covering a lot of stuff that I'm noticing. Back in the day, when I would cover like fluff stuff, and not that trans stuff is fluff stuff. When I covered that immediately with Skyrocket, I noticed that I'm talking about certain things that might be a little suppressed, but I have to tackle these issues. I just do. So, and because you deserve to hear all aspects of these issues. All right, so let's just go ahead and get back to the video. Again, thank you to every eye that lands on this video.
You're about to get a taste of that right now. Here's more of what he had to say.
Who is he being paid by?
Can I ask you a question?
No, you said you had evidence. Who is he being paid by?
He's being paid by organizations that are anti-American, that are engaged in nefarious activities. I don't ask my intelligence division to give me.
Then don't come on national TV and say on things. Don't come on national TV.
Do you know who he's being paid by?
I don't, and I'm not alleging that he's being paid.
Are you okay with what he's doing?
I'm not alleging he's being paid by because I don't know.
Are you okay with anti-Semitism?
What an absolute clown. No one's okay with anti-Semitism.
No. This is the part where, hey, if I'm going to lose 100 subscribers, then I don't know. It is what it is because I have to keep it real. These disclaimers, I will try my best not to make them, okay? We talk about this on this channel. And if you go back to like 2 years ago, I've kind of been touching on this subject a little bit, but I never knew it was I did not know it would skyrocket into something like this, okay? So when it comes to these terms, these isms, racism, anti-Semitism, I'm not making disclaimers for them. I never did, so I'm not making them now. I'm not. Guess what? These terms used to mean that you wanted to hurt people or something like that. Now it means criticism of said group. And people don't have to, how many ways do I have to say? People don't have to like you just because you're black. People don't have to like you because you're Jewish. They don't have to like you because you're gay. They don't. I've accepted this. Why can't others? And so you see, Clipping Stop, whatever his name was, he went right into it. Right into it. This is America. We're supposed to be indignant. Now, I don't want people to not like people, but this is not the way.
To answer your question, you absolute monster of a person. You can't go on national television and declare that someone is being funded by terrorist groups without a shred of evidence to reinforce the garbage you're spewing on CNN. And I commend that panel for holding his feet to the fire here, because there, again, we are waiting to see any evidence that Mahmoud Khalil did anything wrong, anything harassing toward Jewish students at Columbia, any type of, by the way, even hate speech is protected by the First Amendment, but there isn't even any evidence of him engaging in hate speech. So Khalil's arrest is the latest escalation by the Trump administration and what he calls the first arrest of many to come. To crack down on pro-Palestinian demonstrations on college campuses, and comes days after he vowed to deport foreign students and imprison agitators involved in illegal protests. Now, look, this is rich coming from the right, especially when you consider the fact that the right wing, made a big to-do about conservative speakers and conservative guests being, chased out of college campuses, which I agreed with them was wrong. You should allow the freedom of expression, especially on college campuses. Like, what are you going to college for? To hear opinions that you agree with? That's what adulthood is for. That's what you get to do when you're an adult and you get to live in your little filter bubble and hear all the opinions you already agree with. But at least have a little bit of critical thinking experience on a college campus where you're going to hear different ideas. And that's different. A peaceful protest, obviously, very different from harassing students, from blocking Jewish students from being able to move about the campus. There were examples of that. And when those situations occur, the individuals participating in that behavior should be punished.
Exactly.
The individuals.
Both ways. Because, look, a protest is a protest, right? I don't want anybody getting hurt. But it did happen both ways. I saw videos of people who were pro-Israel, saying to getting in pro-Palestinian kid faces, right? So it's both ways, but you only see the punishment coming for one side, right? Y'all better wake up. Like, I'm sorry. Like, I'm not sorry. I'm not sorry, because this is this is America. This is it. Like, it'd be one thing if we lived in, I don't know, in China, right? In Russia, right? Oh, you can have freedom over there. Well, what is this? Oh, he's a foreign, he has a green card, so therefore he doesn't get the right to protest. First of all, that's not true. Okay, let's be very clear that that's not even true. But second of all, I don't think y'all understand that they will use this on you too. Hold on, and I'm gonna help you understand. I'm not gonna go all the way into this case. I freaking hate these ads. This man's name is, wait a minute, Ali Al-Tamimi. Okay, I butcher his name all the time. I have spoke about this case. I had it pinned to my Twitter account, but there's reports of this story that have been scrubbed from the internet. The fact is that this guy has been in prison already 15 years for after 9/11 because of the Patriot Act. Okay, now I believe he's home or house arrest, but his appeals are not done. This is his lawyer. And his lawyer's name, and look, I'm gonna clean this up for you guys, so that you guys can Al-Tamimi Center to Unidentified Men. That really sucks, because really that's his lawyer, and his lawyer is a very well-known Jewish lawyer. Okay, so okay, right? I don't like cleaning things up like that. Anyway, they put this man in jail, saying that he was talking about doing things of terroristic threats and all of this. They drummed up all this stuff about him. I mean, Glenn Greenwald went off because after 9/11, they used that Patriot Act that when they took away our rights, by the way, when they said that they could spy on us and not tell us, FISA court, all of that, right? All of that national security, surveillance system. Glenn Greenwald spoke about how they went after Muslims. Yes, they did. The FBI entrapped them, and some of them are still like him. He's still fighting this case because he said a few things. And I know how that sounds when I say that, but I remember J6ers being put in jail for saying we did that. Enrique Ontario, y'all know I talk about him on this channel. Enrique Ontario, J6er, I was so happy to hear that he was pardoned because I felt like they put him in jail for his tweets, yo. They literally put him in jail for his tweets. So to me, I'm like, if they use this and tell you we're doing this to help you, you better believe they will turn it around on you the day you decide to go against the state. Whether, forget about anti-Semitism or whatever, maybe another shot comes up one day. Maybe you now become a terrorist because you're not taking the shot. Okay, I have to be careful. This isn't gonna go anywhere. So like, it's just insane to me that that this is what we're doing. As Americans, we should be calling this out. No matter who's the president, this is not normal. This is not normal. I don't believe in grabbing people up and getting rid of them without any due process. I don't believe in that at all. I don't believe in that for anybody. Like, due process. Because I know, too, they will use it on me. I've been saying this on this channel too long. So, here we go. The police state is being done under Trump, and you have MAGA clapping about it. We better wake up. I'll see you guys at the next one. Bye.